Hey everybody, it's Anthony, and I have this tutorial today to walk you through setting up Google Voice on your cell phone. So what you need to do first is you need to go to the App Store. So we're going to go find the App Store here. So I'm showing you these instructions on an iPhone, but it's a similar process on an Android. Instead of going to the App Store, though, you're going to the Google Play Store, and you're just finding the Google Voice app. Some of the settings are in different locations depending on if you're on iPhone or on an Android, but you should have the same, if not very similar features and settings on each device. Again, this is an iPhone that I'm showing you on, but if you are using an Android device, then it may just look a little bit different, but the theory behind it should all be the same. So I'm going to search for Google Voice in the App Store. I just go into the App Store and search for Google Voice. I already have it installed on my phone, so it's going to show that I can just open it. If you don't have it on your phone, you'll have the little get icon or install or whatever it is that it has to say on there. So you want to install Google Voice onto your phone. Once you have Google Voice installed onto your phone, you're going to be able to open it up. And because I have a few different Google accounts signed into on my device, I have to make sure that I want to be signed into the right one. So we're going to sign into the account that we just created. Either the account that you created, if you created a fresh account just to use Google Voice in the previous videos, or your personal account that is associated with the Google Voice number that you want to use and be able to distribute to your students and families. So here I am in the Google Voice app. It says continue as Anthony. This is my personal email account. I don't want to continue as that one. So I'm going to hit the little arrow pointing down to see what other accounts I have signed in here. I've got a bunch, like I said, of accounts signed in already. And I do have that one that I just created. Remember, that was amatrano.nps@gmail.com. So I have that account listed here. If I didn't have the account listed here, down at the bottom of the screen, you're going to notice that it's add another account. You could just click on add another account and add in the account that you want to. So I'm going to tap on amatrano.nps@gmail.com. That's the account that I want. So I'm going to do that. Now it's listed there. I'm going to say continue as Anthony, and it's going to log me in. The next window here is asking me to choose my current phone number. That's the phone number for this device. It's not the phone number that the students are going to have access to. It's my actual cell phone number. So that's the one that I want to associate with this. If you're doing, you can also install Google Voice on a tablet, a non-phone device like a tablet, an Android tablet or an iPad. You're still going to be asked to select a phone number. So even though your iPad or your Android tablet probably doesn't have a cell phone number associated with it, you can still select your actual cell phone number, if that makes any sense to you. So I'm just going to tap on that and continue the process. All right, so the next screen here, this is my main calls menu, my dashboard. It's showing me any incoming or outgoing calls that have been made, any calls that I've missed. Very similar to how your recent calls might look on your actual cell phone. This is just in the app. So you see here that I tried to make a call to Misco Hill School yesterday. So I do that in a very similar way that I would on a regular cell phone. There's the little keypad button in the lower right hand corner here. It gives me the numbers here I can type in. 6341590, and my contacts come up here too. So it tells me what if I dialed in the right number or whatever. So that's kind of nice there. I'm not going to make the call now because it's going to interrupt the recording. So, but that's how you do it. You just would then press the green phone button there. When you press the green phone button, what's going to happen is you're going to get a pop-up saying something like, basically it's going to call a secondary number to mask your actual cell phone number. So it's not going to be dialing the number from your actual cell phone number. It's going to dial the number from your Google Voice number, but it's got to dial into like the Google system in order to do that dial. So it's going to dial in twice. You're only going to hear once. You're going to hear it start ringing, and then somebody's going to answer, and you're going to be able to speak. So that's all that really matters to you. But whatever it prompts you to do to call some weird random number, that's fine. That's what it's supposed to do, especially if you're not calling over Wi-Fi. If you're just calling over your cell network, then that's what's going to happen. If you call over Wi-Fi, you might not even get that. Meaning, if your device is connected to the Wi-Fi, you might not get that pop-up. But that's just a little heads up for you there. So anyway, you're going to make all your calls right from that. area there. Then if you look down at the bottom part of the screen, you've got your next icon here, which is contacts. So again, these are contacts that are in your device. The next icon to the right is your messages. So you can text message from this account. It's going to text message from the Google Voice number. So you'll be able to get and receive text messages that way. You can access those text messages through this app on your phone, or you can also do it through the web app through Google, like if you sign in through Chrome. And then the last icon all the way to the right is your voicemail icon. Your voicemail is going to have the voicemails that come in. You can listen to them, respond to them, and call people back right from there. In the upper left-hand corner, I've got the 3 dashes, the hamburger menu. I'm going to tap on that just to kind of show you. It's pretty basic on this menu screen. You've got your archive messages, your spam messages, mark all as read, your credit. Again, you don't need to worry about that. Your settings icon, I'm going to tap on that for you. Your settings icon gives you some additional settings that you can mess around with here. It shows you what your Google Voice number, shows you what devices are connected to you. Forward messages to linked numbers, so you can have them forward. You can have the messages forwarded directly to your cell phone. If you've got the app installed on your phone, you don't really need to do this. You just want to make sure notifications are enabled for the app. Forward messages to email. Yes, you want to do that because you're going to get them to your email. And in another video, I'm going to show you how to forward those messages from this account to your regular account, so then you don't have to go back and forth and switch between accounts. The next settings you don't really need to worry about. Make and receive calls. Use carrier only. That means only you want to use your carrier, your cell phone carrier. You need to just do that. So just leave that alone. There's nothing you can do with that. Incoming calls. You want to be able to answer those on either this device or on through the web, so that's fine. Anonymous caller ID, again, I think I spoke about this in a previous video as far as settings. You want to leave that off because you want people to see, again, it's coming from your Google Voice number, not your actual cell phone number. Call screening, you want to leave off. So a lot of these are the same settings that you had on the web. Get email alerts for missed calls. Sure, we can turn that one on. Incoming call options, you don't need to worry about that. Do not disturb, you can leave that on. If you always want the calls to go right to voicemail, you can leave that on. That's totally fine. Select the voicemail greeting there. Get the voicemail via email. Yes, you want to do that. And then it's depending on your preference or not if you want to have Google analyze the voicemail transcripts. I have filter spam turned on. I would recommend that you leave that one on. And then the next one is high contrast conversation view. That's only if you want to have, that's an accessibility option that you don't necessarily need to enable. Default apps, don't mess with that, just leave that alone. All right, so all the settings in there are fine. Again, you just need to install the app on there, so you're going to be able to make and receive calls onto your phone to mask your actual cell phone number and use your Google Voice number from your cell phone. I'm going to show you in the next video how to forward all these notifications that you're going to be getting to your emails about missed calls or voicemails or messages that you receive to your regular email account, and I'll show you that in the next video. All right, thanks so much. Have a great day. Bye.